Hello, Taurus. This is going to be your mid-April updates. We're going to jump right into it by selecting your oracle card for the month or for the second half of the month. And you have patience, inner peace, and self-control. So this feels like a reminder to have patience and not get angry and frustrated, or try not to. Be present, be in the moment. Dig in deep if you need to, take a break, but have patience. Try not to just be the bull in the china shop. Try to find a way to redirect that kind of energy and turn it into something more positive, more gentle. Um, it's like I'm getting the phrase, you're going to attract more bees with honey. Bees, not flies. They did specify bees. More bees with honey. Although, wouldn't bees be making their own honey? Anyway, you want the interactions to be peaceful, friendly, laid back, if you can. Otherwise, it could cause bigger issues than it needs to be, or result in bigger issues than it needs to be. Let's see what kind of tarot cards we have. I'm looking at this picture again, too. And there's this vulture. Looks like a vulture to me right now. On its own, out on a tree limb. Now, I was recently down in Arizona where I saw buzzards, and I guess that's different than vultures. But they actually work in a pack-like manner a lot of times, or they share. That was my observation. But vultures might be more of a lone wolf, or they are only dedicated to one other partner. So it's a little bit like needing to put yourself on a limb and be on your best behavior, but behavior that's unique to you. What is best to you? That does not mean you're folding, that you are a wimp, that you're giving in too easy, that you love too much. None of that is true. It's just being yourself. Be true to you above all else. Yeah. Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and what they see and observe of you is what's going to set that impression or cement a decision or an emotion in the other person. Okay, interesting. Let's see what your tarot cards are. We're starting off with the Hanged Man, which goes in line with this card. I'll get into that in a little bit. And then we have the Two of Swords, a decision to make. The Page of Swords, learning, discovering. The High Priestess. And the Queen of Pentacles. So you may be facing a decision or pontificating the options, if you will, of a particular decision and which way you want to go, and trying to make the best decision you can in the circumstances that you're in. The key thing here is to trust yourself. And again, don't choose the way of peace, if you will. That's going to help you find your center and stay focused on what it is that you want out of this situation. Okay, let's get into each card. We have the Hanged Man, putting yourself into a state of suspension where you are not yet making any decisions. You're taking an observer role. So you're just watching what's going on. You're not participating in it. You're taking notes and you're learning. You're learning about maybe behavior that you no longer want to model or do, or behavior that you want to adopt, a way of thinking of a certain situation that intrigues you and you want to know more about. So it's like learning, observing. There was another thought in there, but it flew out, so I guess it's not pertinent right now. It'll probably pop up later. And then we're leading into the Two of Swords. So you've thought about it. You haven't taken any action yet. When you get to the Two of Swords moment, it's time to make that decision. It's time to make a choice. And they're blind because they can't see all of the details. You don't know exactly how whichever choice you pick, you don't know exactly how things are going to turn out. You have to trust your instincts in this case, your intuition, to help you make this decision. Which one feels the most right for you? For you alone, not anybody else. Which one feels the most right for you? That's the option I would recommend you take. Otherwise, if you don't make the decision to, there is this sense that somebody else or circumstances are going to make it for you, and then you just won't be happy, period. So you need to make this decision here. Just pick one. Just pick one and go with that. There isn't really a wrong decision. You essentially end up where you need to be, whichever way you go. So pick the one that you like most. Take control of your destiny here. And then we have the Page of Swords. Now, this is indicating learning or message, information coming in, fresh and new, something you didn't know before. Discovery, a little bit of a sense of wonder, and the feeling of being new, of maybe even a little raw. But you're just absorbing all the information that's coming at you, letting it in a receptive mood, ready to receive it, ready to learn. So it's almost like a student type position, but it just might be a subject area. Maybe you're consuming all the possible free resources you have about this, like YouTube. You're Googling it. You're using the library. There's some free courses at the local college or something like that. But wherever you can get it, you're interviewing people, talking to people about it. You're sucking in all this information, gathering it all up, and you're just so intrigued and excited about it. That's what the Page of Swords is. Then we have the High Priestess. Now you've gathered up all this, you made your choice. You've gathered up all of this information about the option you chose, and you are just so intrigued and into it and excited about it. And now we're at the High Priestess, where this is where you're doing the integration, where you're absorbing all of that information. You're integrating it into your belief system, into your life. You're figuring out how to make it work. But mainly you're just, I want to say physically, making changes or allowing yourself to make changes as a result of all the information and the choice that you made. But the High Priestess is also about looking within. So there is a sense of needing to really do that deep dive. Why is this subject so fascinating to you? Why do you want to know so much about this? Why does this make you feel excited and passionate? Embrace all of it. Bring it all into you. It's a very receptive energy with the Page of Swords and with the High Priestess. Bringing that information in and letting it percolate there in your mind and become part of who you are. And then letting all of that inform future decisions. I just get the word integration is the main word that they're giving me with the High Priestess for you. Integration of all of this. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is very much a Taurus card. Pentacles are an earth element. Taurus is an earth element. And it's the queen, the ruler of her domain. So it's a feminine energy, again, with the receptive energy for you. She decides what she wants in her life and what she no longer does. And she's confident about it, and she has no regrets about the decisions she makes. It's a very nurturing energy. She cares very deeply for those that she allows into her court, if you will, her close friends and family. And others outside of that, but a particular focus I'm feeling on friends and family. And she wants or wishes that she could make the decisions for them, but she knows that she cannot. She can try to influence and help guide them, but she cannot make those decisions for others. She can only be the example and do what it is that she would do for herself or for others for herself. So, kind of this leading by example, especially after you've gone through all of this, you may be inspiring others to follow a similar path or giving others more confidence that this can be done. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. And that's interesting because I could see this scale here with the Queen, where she is in charge of balancing things out in her life. She makes those choices. The Two of Pentacles also speaks to balance, to finding your equilibrium so that you're not expending all your energy in one area and becoming uneven and out of whack and uncomfortable. The goal is to strike a balance between work and home, between friends and family, making deliberate choices that allow that balance in. You know where you're out of balance, essentially, and you know where you need to make changes, and that might be where this choice needs to come in. That might be where you know which area is out of balance, so you know. Take some time to look, make notes, journal about it, make a decision on what it is you want to change or elevate, and then eventually integrating that into your life so that you have that balance and that more fulfilling life, or at least the feeling that it is fulfilling. Just the chance to enjoy time with the people you love. It's more meaningful time. You're present more because now you're not distracted by the other things, events, etc. that you're doing or planning to do, because now you're not stressed about it. You're not overcommitted. There we go. Don't be overcommitted. Sometimes it's good to spend time on your own. And that's what I have for you, Taurus. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.